Welcome to ClassDojo. ClassDojo is a behavior management tool for the classroom. Each student has an individual profile and avatar. Teachers can assign negative and positive points to students throughout the day to help them keep track of how well they're doing their behavior. All you need to do is click on this sign up right here and it'll tell you step by step how to set up. On this page we have the demo class and other classes I use throughout the year, and another class of children that I taught throughout the year. So you can also have other teachers join on to here, or you can have other classes on here that you teach so that you can keep track of behaviors that are not necessarily just in your homeroom. So we down at the bottom have tips from ClassDojo, which are resources for teachers. We have a video you can show to your students that will help them understand how ClassDojo works. And this is the app ClassDojo you can put on your phone or a tablet. I'm going to use a demo class for our example, so I'm going to click on that. When you get to this page, you'll see your individual students' names and their points that are up here. This is positive, means that they're in the green for their good points. And then we have whole class here. So if I click on the whole class and I'm seeing that everybody is on task or doing a great job, I can click right here and everybody got a point. If I go here and I notice, oh, there's a lot of talking, and I see that I need to go needs to work and see that there's a lot of talking out, I'll click on take talking out turn and everybody has lost a point. If I need to do an individual student right here, such as Johnny Depp, see that he's working hard, I can give just him a point. Or if I see that Matthew Damon is not doing a great job, then I could take a point away from him, say he's off task. Down here you click on attendance, that way if you do whole class points, you can mark who's absent or who's present. If you want to do multiple children at one time, you can do select multiple. Random, if you want to click on this, it will randomly give you a student's name. You can look at that student, see how well they're doing, and either give or take a point. Just classroom timer down there. And so if you listen to the points, when I give a positive point, you'll hear that it has a different sound than when I take a point away. So go ahead and listen to on task and how it had a different sound for positive, and that was to go and that was take a point. So that way if a student's not necessarily looking at the board, they could tell whether it's a positive or negative point. If you want to edit skills, you can go on to here. You'll see right here it says edit skills. So if you need to maybe add on that they showed up on time, you could change your picture here. You could put show up on time. So if you have a student that's having attendance issues, they could work for a goal of points for getting to class on time. If you want to do ahead and do another skill for a negative and say maybe they're coming in late to class, and you could say that that's worth -1 point or -2 points, whatever points you want. And that way, if they come in late, you can take a point away. So it depends on, you can add as many skills as you want, or you can have as few skills that you want. It depends on what you are wanting. In my opinion, the fewer is better because that way it's easier for the children to work for certain skills or certain goals. Okay, so on the next page, we're going to go to right here is reports. View reports. You can look at a whole class. You have the negative to the positive. Or you can look at individual students' reports to the negative to the positive. So if you're setting goals with them or they're setting goals for themselves, you can see how well they're working throughout the day. So they have different things you can look at, the day, the week, this month, last month, or since you begin from the beginning of the year. And they can see how well they've been doing or see what areas they need to work on. So example right here is talking out a turn, and then down here it tells you what they're doing really well on. So that's really great, especially if you have conferences, the parents can see how well they're doing. On our next one, we have messages. I really enjoyed doing messages this year because it was much easier to keep track of contact with parents. So if I go on here, if you see, I can invite parents. I can send them an email, it'll tell them directions how to set it up. Or the phone, if you send it to them, it'll give them step-by-step how to set it up on their phone. It's very simple for them, and that way you can talk to parents, message back and forth throughout the day, or if they see their child is having a hard time during the day by the points that they're getting or receiving or losing, they'll see that on their phone also. So it's very nice for them to see that, and they can send a concern to you. The last thing I'd like to show you, if I go back to classrooms, it has big ideas down here. It has social and emotional stories. They can watch videos, and there's many activities that go with these stories that you can find online to help reinforce the social and emotional skill you want to work on. So this is a quick run through of ClassDojo. There's much more for you to explore, so go ahead and take your time and sign up and explore it. It might be very beneficial to start your classroom on the right step for positive behavior. Thank you.